Hey, you. Yes, you. Can I ask you something really personal? Have you ever tried drugs before? Well, I'm sure you're going to want to hear this conversation I have with someone in Tanzania who has struggled with a drug addiction but has triumphed over it.
He smoked and tell me that don't be afraid, don't be a fool, use this. You'll be happy when you use this, it's normal. You just use it.
So welcome to this Dala Dala, which is going to be our safe space for today's conversation. And as always, I'm your host, Chinonso Egemba, medical doctor. You might know me as Aproko Doctor. And with me today is Elizabeth, who has won her personal battle against drugs. First, I want to say I'm proud of what you've done for yourself. And I want you to also take us through your journey. How did you first get into drugs?
It was when I was in standard 6. The situation.
Standard 6?
Standard 6.
How old were you when you started taking drugs in standard
13.
6? 13 years.
When the school was closed, we came home. Again, I made a mistake. Dad also clashed me and told me that I will kill you, this and this and this and this. If you turn home, I will punish you. So I decided to go to my boyfriend. So when I went over there, he took marijuana, then he scratched it, and the cigarette mixed it. So he smoked and told me that don't be afraid, don't be a fool, use this. You'll be happy when you use this, it's normal. You just use it.
There are a number of reasons why people may abuse drugs. Early exposure to drugs. Usually, the younger a person is when they start using drugs, the likelier they are to develop an addiction. Peer pressure. I'm sure this is self-explanatory. Environmental factors. So usually, the environment where a person grows up can affect their tendency to abuse drugs. It is believed that if a person grows up in an environment where drug abuse is common, they might just become drug abusers themselves. But it's not just that. If a person grows up in an environment where there's a lot of trauma, there's a lot of stress, violence, and abuse, it might just increase their tendency to abuse drugs. How about your family, your friends? Did it affect your relationship with them?
Very badly.
Very badly.
Until now, a lot of them are not on our side of me.
Now, what made you decide that you needed help?
No, because it happened when I was sick. I went to Temeka Hospital. I was admitted over there. And then my mom got news from her friend that there is a medical methadone to Mwimbili. So when I was admitted over there, they checked me, my health, and then they found me that I was HIV positive.
So for some bit of backstory, the methadone program that Elizabeth went through was first piloted in the Muhimbili National Hospital in Tanzania. According to some research, it is the most effective program for most heroin users because especially in East Africa, a lot of the opioid use in East Africa is actually consumed here in Tanzania. And that program was actually very important in the fight against drug abuse. The abuse of drugs like heroin can actually lead to major health and even lifestyle problems. For example, they run the risk of getting diseases that are bloodborne like HIV, hepatitis B, C, or D because of the mode of transmission. Others may have reduced immunity. Some people may just have reduced nutrition and may develop fertility problems later.
Methadone is a treatment, but for me, on my journey of methadone treatment, it was hard. Because I was taking my medical, but still I was on relapsing. When I moved there to go home, I told my mom that no, I'm suffering for this situation. Every day the family is going over there, situation of this and this and that. No, I need to stop on my own. My mom could not believe me. My family could not believe me.
So you finally got to that place where you now wanted to
Yes.
stop the drug yourself.
Yes. I didn't want to use methadone, but I could not survive on my own. I was using alcohol, and I was taking hard alcohols almost for 1 year. But at the end also, I feel that I have moved from methadone, again from alcohol. What am I doing? Let me just stop this kind of issue. I stopped also using alcohol and cigarette. Until today, thanks God, I'm fine. I'm not using anything.
How long has it been
Now,
since you stopped every form of drugs?
for this year, I can count it fourth year.
4 years?
Yeah, for this year. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
If you're struggling with drug use, I want you to know that it is never too late to get help. You can win the battle against drugs, just like Elizabeth has. And don't also forget to share and put your comments below. We just might learn a thing or two from you.